Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Teacher at Home. Today, class, we are going to learn the second part, that is the growth of plantation and traditional industries. The British started plantation industries in Kerala with their own capital for processing and exporting cash crops. Tea and coffee factories and rubber processing units were set up in high ranges. In the meantime, traditional industries related to coconut, kaya, cashew nut, handloom, and beedi were also developed. Oil mills using diesel engines were started at many places in Kerala. Alappuzha was the hub of coconut oil industry. In 1859, James Dara from Ireland started a coir factory in Alappuzha. Cashew nut processing and exporting factories were established in Kollam. Factories in Farooq, Kollam and Ulur and handloom factories in Kannur, Kozhikode started functioning beedi companies were started in Kannur. See here, rise of modern industries. Modern industries was established in Kerala by the middle of the 20th century. Majority of them were in Travancore and Kochi. Rulers of Travancore adopted policies promoting modern industries. The British provided technical and financial support to the industries. Establishment of Pallivasal hydroelectric project propelled the development of modern industries. The main factories started during the period are Punalur Paper Mill Kollam, FACT Kalamassery Ernakulam, Kundra Ceramics Kollam, Rubber Works Thiruvananthapuram, Tata Oil Mills Kochi, Alagappa Textile Mill Kochi. Banks were started in Kerala as institutions for accumulating capital and dealing with financial affairs. Nadugadi Bank was the first private bank in Kerala. Later, the Imperial Bank, the Indian National Bank, and the Chartered Bank came into existence. British influence on culture. The beginning of printing in Kerala was with the advent of Europeans. The Jesuit missionaries were highly interested in publishing dictionaries and grammar texts. Dr. Angelus Francis prepared the first Malayalam grammar text. Arnos Padri, the first Malayalam dictionary. Samsheva Vedardham is the first book to be entirely published in Malayalam language. English Malayalam and Malayalam English dictionaries were published by the missionaries Benjamin Bailey and Dr. Herman Gundert, respectively. Herman Gundert also published the first Malayalam newspaper, namely Rajya Samacharam and Pashimodayam from Talasheri. Missionaries Field of Work. London Mission Society LMS, Travancore. Church Mission Society Kochi, Travancore. Basil Evangelical Messina, Malabar. The policy of education for all, irrespective of caste and religion, was flagged out in Kerala, the educational program of the missionaries. Rulers of Kochi and Travancore granted land to the missionaries to start educational institutions. Rulers of Travancore and Kochi also intervened in the educational sectors by establishing schools and colleges. The proclamation of free primary education, 1817, by Gauri Parvati Bai, the ruler of Travancore, is a remarkable one of its kind. Previous classes, we have discussed the punitive measures that existed in Kerala before the arrival of the British. At that time, the nature of trial and punishment was based on the caste of the accused. British reformed the system of law and justice. In the new system, after hearing the accused, a unified punishment was given depending on the nature of the guilt. With this, the principle of equality before law, irrespective of caste, was established. Trial courts were started at different places in Kerala. Modern medicine gained more importance than Kerala's traditional Ayurvedic system of medicine during the British rule. Smallpox vaccination was introduced for the first time in Malabar. The Travancore rulers formed a company to import medicines from England. Government hospitals were started in Malabar, Kochi, and Travancore. The system of inheritance that existed among some communities in Kerala was Marumakatayam, matrilineal in nature. English educated youth revolted against this and even initiated lawsuits. As a result, Acts were introduced against matrilineal system in Travancore, Malabar and Kochi. The new regulations stressed patrilineal inheritance by which all the members in the family could enjoy rights over property. The new system led to the decline of joint families and the Tharawad system. Though these reforms were introduced to exploit the natural resources of Kerala and to make administration smooth, they also prompted modernization of the society of Kerala, reform movements, and social changes. Kerala, a lunatic asylum. Was there ever a sillier thing before in the world that what I saw in Malabar country? The lower class is not allowed to pass through the same street as a high caste man. What inference would you draw except that the Malabaris are all lunatics? They home so many lunatics asylums. Swami Vivekananda, Madras 1897. Have you observed the comments of Swami Vivekananda detailing the 19th century social context in Kerala? Caste system was strong in Kerala. Certain section of the people were considered untouchable and unapproachable. Caste decided the social status of the person. Many social evils and superstitions existed in every caste. Modern education and Western ideologies motivated people to realize the stupidity in caste system and superstitions. Many reform movements sprang up to fight inequality, social evils in the society. Social reformers, Vaigundasamigal, organization and activities Samattu Samaja, Chatambi Samigal, protested against joint family system, Sambandham and Marumakatayam. Sri Narayana Guru, Sri Narayana Dharma Parivalana Yogam. Kuriakose Elias Chavra established educational institutions and orphanages. Ayyangali, Sadhujana Parivalana Sangam. Vaikam Abdul Qadir Maulavi, Tiruvadanguru Muslim Mahajana Sabha. വാഗ്ബടാനന്ദൻ ആത്മവിദ്യാ സംഘം സഹോദരൻ അയ്യപ്പൻ സഹോദര പ്രദർശനം പണ്ഡിറ്റ് കെ പി കറുപ്പൻ ആര്യസമാജം മന്നത്ത് പത്മനാഭൻ നായർ സർവീസ് സൊസൈറ്റി വി ടി ഭട്ടതിരിപ്പാട് യോഗക്ഷേമ സഭ കുമാരഗുരുദേവൻ പ്രത്യക്ഷരക്ഷാ ദൈവസഭ. Social reform movements fueled the struggles for social change. Chanar women of southern Travancore fought for the right of cover their upper body. As a result, Uttram Tirunal Maharaja was forced to permit the Chana women to wear jackets in 1859. The consecration of the ideal Lord Shiva at Arvipuram by Sri Narayana Guru in 1888 caused the rise of new insights in the social sphere. Consequently, the lower caste people gained right to perform the pujas and temple rituals. In front of the Arvipuram temple, Sri Narayana Guru inscribed, "It's a model place where people live without caste disparity, religious aversion, but the fraternity." Guru gave importance to education and started schools and libraries along with temples. He wished to enlighten through education and strengthen by union, calling for not to argue and win, but to know and inform. He convened an all religion conference in Aluva. The working and messages of Sri Narayana Guru were based on model human love and fraternity among all religions. Vaikam Satyagraha 1924, led by T.K. Madhavan, was one of the major struggles that took place in Kerala. For claiming the right to travel, expressing solidarity with the Satyagraha, Mannathu Padmanabhan organized the Savarna Jatha. Following the struggle, the lower caste secured permission to travel through the roads around the Vaikam temple. Similarly, under the leadership of K. Kelappan, an agitation was launched demanding entry of all caste of Hindu into the Guruvayur temple. A. K. Gopalan was a volunteer capital of this struggle. P. Krishna Pillai was callously attacked during this satyagraha. Following this popular protest, the temple entry proclamation was announced on 12 November 1936 in Travancore. Following this, temple entry proclamation was issued in Madras and Kochi, and all sections of the society offered the right to worship in temples. National movement in Kerala. National movement in Kerala lacked a unified form as the state was not administratively united. The British ruled the Malabar region directly, whereas Kochi and Travancore were indirectly ruled through the resident. Because of this reason, political agitations were not active in Kochi and Travancore as in Malabar. Malabar. In Malabar, political activities gained momentum during the First World War. The first conference of the Malabar District Congress, chaired by Annie Besant, was held at Palakkad in 1916. K.P. Keshava Menon, K.P. Raman Menon, Muhammad Abdurrahman Sahib, K. Madhavan Nair, E. Moidu Maulavi, M.V. Narayana Menon were all at the helm of the Congress in Malabar during this period. The last Malabar Political Conference, held at Manjeri in 1920, discussed several issues like political reforms, problems of tenants and Khilafat, and so on. 1920, Gandhiji and Shaukat Ali visited Calicut and declared their support to the Khilafat movement. Khilafat committee was formed with Katlasheri Muhammad Maulavi and Muhammad Abdul Rahman Sahib as the president and secretary respectively. Khilafat movement became strong in Malabar. Subsequently, there were direct fights with the British in several places in Malabar. Mapra peasants of Malabar fought against the British in Eranad, Valluvanad and Panani Taluk. These struggles in general are known as Malabar Rebellion, that is 1921. In 1930s, the civil disobedience movement gained momentum in Malabar. People broke the salt law by making salt under the leadership of K. Kelappan, Muhammad Abdur Rahman at Payanur and Kozhikode respectively. British Army brutally attacked the Satyagrahis and arrested the leaders. Boycott of foreign goods, picketing liquor shops, and popularizing Khadi were also part of civil disobedience movement. When Gandhiji called back the civil disobedience movement, many Congress members in Kerala moved to the Socialist Party. 1939, the Congress Socialist Party were reorganized as the Communist Party of India. E.M.S. Nambudiripada, A.K. Gopal and P. Krishna Pillai were the prominent leaders of the party. They organized peasants and workers to fight against the Janmi system and the British imperialism. Protests were held at Kayyur, Morara, Karivallur, etc. Under the banner of peasant organizations, protests relating to Quit India movement in Malabar witnessed destruction of government buildings, bridges, telephone lines, etc. Kirayur bomb case was one of the major incidents during this time. In this incident, a police case was charged against 27 persons, including K.B. Menon and Kunjirama Ramakidava, accusing them to conspiring to destroy the Farrokh Bridge. So here it is what given Battle of Pukkotur. Battle of Pukkotur was an important protest that took place as a part of Malabar Rebellion when non-cooperation movement, Khilafat movement were in full swing. Rebellion was related to the attempt of the British police to arrest Vadakkevitil Muhammad, the secretary of the Khilafat committee, Pukkotur, accusing the theft. British government struggled a lot to suppress the rebellion, in which about 3,000 people participated. Hundreds were murdered in the battle. Chetur Shankaran Nair. Chetur Shankaran Nair from Palakkad is a lone Malayali who became president of the Indian National Congress. It was in the Amravati Conference of 1897 he was elected the president. Shankaran Nair resigned his membership in Victory's Viceroy's Education Executive Council as a protest against the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Disagreeing with the Gandhian ways to protest, and Chetu wrote a book titled Gandhi and Anarchy. Travancore. In Travancore, political agitation started in 1891 with the Malayali Memorial under the leadership of barrister G.P. Pillai. A memorandum was submitted to the king signed by more than 10,000 people seeking proportionate representation of the people of Travancore in government jobs. This mass representation is known as the Malayali Memorial. 1896, Dr. Palpu submitted a memorial to the king, raising the problems that is faced by the Irava Memorial community. This is known as the Irava Memorial. The deportation of Ramakrishna Pillai, the editor of Swadeshabhimani, a newspaper for criticizing the Divan of Travancore, caused significant political outbreak in Kerala. Student agitation spread all over Travancore. 1932, Christian, Muslim, and Irava communities launched agitation seeking reservation in government jobs and proportion to the population. This was known as Nivartana Prakshobham. It was led by N.V. Joseph, P.V. Kunnu, and K.C. Keshavan. 1938, with the formation of Travancore State Congress, with Pattanthanu Pillai as the president, political activities in Travancore gained momentum. The Punnapura protest in 1946 against the administrative reforms of Sivan C.P. Ramakrishna Pillai led the entry of working class into political arena. Agitations for citizens' freedom in Travancore started long before. Agitations at Punnapura and Vaila by the workers targeted citizens' freedom and popular rule. The spread of freedom is accelerated by the massacres in Punnapura and Vailar, like the agitation at Kadakkal, Pangodu, Alappuzha, and Kollam that supported the freedom struggle. See Keshavante പ്രസംഗങ്ങൾ. Kochi. The struggle for responsible government in Kochi began with the electricity agitation 1936. Agitation was against the decisions of the Diwan Shanmugha Chetty to hand over the charge of electricity supply in Kochi to a private company. Agitation for responsible government in Kochi was not so strong as it was in Travancore. Formation of Kochi Rajya Praja Mandalam under the leadership of S. Neelakanta Iyer and V. R. Krishnan Eluthachan in 1941 strengthened the movement. E. Ikkanda Warrior, Panampalli Govinda Menon, and K. Ayyappan were among the leaders of Kochi Rajya Praja Mandalam. Economic system in our country is very unsatisfactory. The rich strive on one side, 80% people suffer on the other side. Our people live in starvation and despair under the economic system. A regime cannot exist in Travancore without changing the economic system. A situational evenness alone can change the economic system. Travancore will survive only if the future Travancore will be transformed into a socialist Travancore. I do not think this change is possible only through bloodshed. Economic justice or whichever it must be peaceful. National movement and women. Read the excerpt of the speech given above. Women actively participate in the political agitation, express their political views throughout the Kerala. Read the excerpt of the speech given above. Women actively participated in the political agitations and expressed their political views throughout Kerala. Women actively participated in boycotting foreign goods, picketing liquor shops, eradicating of untouchability, and popularizing Gandhi. 1931. As part of the Congress conference at Vadagara, a women conference was also organized. It is known to be the first women conference in Kerala. A.V. Kuttimaloma from Malabar, Akamacharian and Annie Mascarin from Travancore were prominent women leaders of the national movement. Gandhiji about Kaumudi. She took out one bangle and asked me if I could give me autograph. I was preparing to give it. When off came the other bangle, she had only one on each hand. I said, "You need not give me both. I shall give you the autograph for one bangle only." She replied by taking off her golden necklace. Her hands automatically went to her ears, and out came her jeweled earrings amid the ringing cheers on the public. This expression of joy was no longer to be suppressed. As I handed her the autograph, I could not help prefacing it with the remark, Your renunciation is a truer ornament than the jewelry you have discarded." Towards United Kerala, Malayalis were divided into three different administrative dispensations, though they spoke the same language. The Congress session held at Nagpur in 1920 decided to set up State Congress Committee on linguistic basis. Taking this into consideration, the first Kerala State Political Conference was held at Ottapalam. From 23rd-26 April 1921, Barrister T. Prakasham, known as Andhra Kesari, presided over the conference. Later, Kerala Pradesh Congress Committee came into existence, united Travancore, Kochi and Malabar regions. The Pioneer Congress Conference, chaired by Jawaharlal Nehru, considered a resolution demanding the reorganization of Kerala as a distinctive state after the independence. United Kerala resolution was passed both in the United Kerala Convention held at Thrissur under K. Kelappan in 1947 and in the United Kerala Conference held at Aluva after the independence. Consequently, the state of Tirukochi was formed on 1st July 1949 by joining Travancore and Kochi. E.M.S. Namboodiripad in his book Onnekal Kodi Malayaligal placed the idea that the Kerala state was to be formed combining the Malayalam speaking regions. Central government set up the state reorganization commissions as the protests demanding linguistic based states were on the high. State of Kerala came into existence on 1st November 1956, unifying Malabar, Kochi and Tiruvidampur as per the recommendation of the commission. Agasteshwaram, Tuvala, Kalkulam, and Vilavangodu, taluks under Travancore, were merged with the Madras state. Taluks of Kasaragod and Hosur in southern Karnataka became part of Kerala. Pledge of United Kerala. We take oath to form one Kerala from three pieces of it. Millions of hearts bear this pledge, millions of hands ready to fight. Let's divine power and tradition to stop us if they dare. Let the callous repressive forces to face us if they dare. We shall break all despotic rules. We shall launch the reign of people. One assembly, one law, one government in our Kerala. N.V. Krishna Warrior. So that's all about this chapter. If you are interested, please do like, share, and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you.